Should we talk collaborations real quick? I mean, Pop Star's on it.
Uh-huh.
Jay and Kanye are on it or are not on it?
I just ended up going with my version of that song.
Right, so the second version that we heard on OVO Sound Radio that has you across both of them.
Yeah.
You know, seeing the Throne on a record though,
Yeah.
I mean that's gonna generate some excitement. I mean, the Watch the Throne project is hallowed. I mean, people talk about that with a real misty eye because of those few years they toured that and the iconography and the music that came from that project. We all love it. But I was talking to a friend of mine after I heard that record, and he was like, "Oh, it's great, but why do you think Jay's verse was so short?"
Well, Jay didn't really do a verse. I mean,
exactly. I mean, I'm calling it a verse. How come he did one line?
Yeah, it was really, I just was trying to get Ye on it at first, and Ye just sent it to me like that. Like, yo, Jay kind of just did my first few lines for me, and he was just here, and that's how we, flexed it, and it was cool, and he was like all like excited about, yo, just put the Throne, it'll be a crazy moment. I mean, of course, people want to hear Jay-Z rap, right? So hearing him do 2 lines might be frustrating to, obviously, like a certain audience.
Curiosity about it, because it's like when you think about it, and also I think, you make art in an environment which fans, we all, man, we search for hidden meaning constantly because there's so much language in the rhymes. There's so much you can pull apart at any given time and search for meanings, be them obvious or hidden. And I'm sure it's no mystery to you that, over the course of your career, despite the fact you've collaborated with him, that there's been some talk about you and Jay. And I think that was of interest when he appeared on the record. People were like, oh, okay, well, what's the truth here? What's the vibe?
Yeah.
Is it a friendly competition? Are they good? Are they not good? What's the feels?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I always set out I was just having conversation with Kanye. That just landed in my lap, So I just dealt with it accordingly, and, it didn't exactly play out how I would have wanted it to as far as like, business or whatever goes. So I just figured it would be easier to go with my version. And I mean, listen, I've expressed my admiration and respect for Jay countless times. That'll never change. We're just, sometimes we just fall on opposite ends of the spectrum when it comes to the rap world. And, it's again, it's always just mutual respect, but sometimes it has to be from afar due to other situations that really don't have anything to do with me and him. So.
Right on. But that's not the big question. The big question is, how fucking big is Kanye's pool? That's the big question. And how big does a pool have to be these days in order for it to get a name check in a record?
That was really just like some friendly neighbor bars. Me and Kanye, I take pride in being Kanye's neighbor. I take pride in our little community of Calabasas, and it was just me poking fun at living up the street from him, and never any disrespect intended. It was supposed to make people laugh.
It's about pools,
yeah,
man. Come on, how deep are we gonna go
Yeah,
here?
exactly. Yeah, I mean, it's like.
Sounds like he has a nice pool though.
He has a phenomenal pool. He has a phenomenal house. Don't ever get it twisted. His pool is like, it's got to be like half a football field or something. But mine just
yours is a football field. Like,
well, mine was just designed to like outdo Hugh Hefner's pool, and I've succeeded.
Seriously, the previous owner designed that pool.
Yeah, he wanted a better pool than the Playboy Mansion, so I have a better pool than the Playboy Mansion, and I'm willing to sell it for $100 million, just like Hugh. So if anybody wants to buy it, it's on the market. I know you got the money.
Nope. Kanye talked about music. I mean, one of the wonderful things, I've sat in a situation not dissimilar to this with him, and I love the fact that, there are no holds barred with that guy. I really genuinely appreciate his thinking. And, and he's a very honest and open person, as the world knows. And he's been pretty open about music too, and the way he says it. You guys have recorded stuff too. I mean, are you aware of music that he's talking about that you guys have recorded together? And
oh yeah, I mean,
do you discuss how it comes out? What does it do? I mean, will the world get to hear it? People are hungry to hear that stuff too.
Yeah, we like I said, we live up the street from each other. So on any given night, I mean, I've been in my room, like, just came from training, working out, and they've come in my room and been like, Ye's in the kitchen with your mom. He says he's here to, like, work or whatever. So, or, vice versa. I'll pull up at his house and just see what he's doing. He's always in there, going crazy with somebody, some vibes. And, we'll just sit and collaborate. That's what music is about. We have a few things that we've worked on, and it's always just about finding a place for it. I mean, with him, you never know. He might call me tonight and be like, "Yo, these 2 songs that we did are coming out." But definitely, Ye's one of my favorite people, period, like in the world, man. I just like really have I love Ye, man. He's a really good guy. Obviously grew up with him as a role model. I mean, I've always given him that credit that he's part of the reason that I'm even here right now. Opened doors for us. And yeah, it's just amazing to be able to be his friend. I think we have a really great friendship, you know? And we have one of those friendships that you don't really get often in rap, because we can like link each other and discuss anything, you know, whether it's, you know, you feeling a way about this, or us working on this, or, you know, just leisure talk. It is what it is, you know. We have a great relationship, so definitely I hope we get some more music out ASAP.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean,
that would be nice.
Yeah, it would be nice. We had plans, but we were supposed to do a mixtape together, an album together. So maybe we'll get that done now that we're.
You just opened that door.